Hi guys, Jen here with Zen Jen Holistic, and I am here with another energy reading. Today I'm going to use a different deck. I'm going to be using the Mystic Art Medicine Oracle card deck. This is really great. It says it's tools for transformation. I have used this for so many years just to pull a card and get some guidance of what I need in that moment, or like maybe something to just kind of help me through whatever is going on. So without further ado, it's going to be very similar like last time. I'm going to have two different cards. You decide which one you're feeling drawn to, and you can listen to the message. I am going to be putting the timestamps in the copy below, so you can skip ahead if you are card number 2. All right, let's get started. All right, so this is going to be card number 1, and this is going to be card number 2. I want you to just take a moment and go with whatever you're feeling, whatever's nudging you. Again, this is card number 1. This is card number 2. All right, let's begin. We are going to start with card number 1. Card number 1 is core healing. Let me get that closer so you can see that. Core healing. I want you to take a moment and take a look at that card. Take a look at the colors. Maybe tap into your intuition a little bit. See what type of messages are coming up for you. And I'm going to read a little snippet from the book, and then I'm going to give you some intuitive downloads for it. All right, core healing. All right, core healing. This medicine card is here to assist you in understanding. Looking at the light and the shadow equally contribute to healing. It could be a child left alone while mother was on the phone, maybe a surgical operation, birth trauma, a fall off a bike, or it could be the child who was hiding in the closet out of fear of being seen. Trauma is trauma, no matter the circumstance. Your inner child who experienced trauma has been ignored, denied, and misunderstood. Now demands healing. Bringing things into awareness, how can you deal with the effect past events you're having on you now? Core healing marks a new beginning. The cycle where peace and harmony reunite awareness to what prophets call bringing forth that which is already within you. It is accomplished through a mystical alchemy of surrendering into forgiveness for all the things done by you and to you. It's the final falling away of the mask. Here, healing the wounds of the inner child are addressed. So this core healing card. So this card really signifies that you may be going through a transformation, or something is coming up that is regarding to that root chakra. So that root chakra is the base, it's that core. And that chakra is formed in the beginning of our youth. So our very formative years, and that is where the inner child kind of comes into play. So if, like we had mentioned in the scripture that they were just talking about, if there was like some type of childhood trauma, then your inner wounds would be carrying it. Your childhood wounds would be carrying that. And without healing, you're going to take that on for many years. And I'm sure if you've been following me for a while, you understand that I've talked about trauma all the time. And if it's unhealed, it will carry over into every aspect of your life. So if you have like abandonment wounds, such as I did, then you're going to end up carrying that over into every aspect of your life. So your fear of losing your job, fear of losing a relationship, fear of, being a people pleaser and trying things like that. So what this card is asking you is it's asking you to tap into what you feel like your inner child may be needing in the moment. So maybe it's just a little bit of nurturing, maybe it's understanding, maybe it's just a little bit of healing and comfort. Some great ways to really help nurture and soothe that core is by doing any type of grounding. So I actually just did a blog article on this that has a lot of great tips on ways to ground your energy and really just bring it back to wholeness and feeling complete. Being out in nature is a really great way. It's one of my favorite ways to really, really reground that energy. Reiki, of course, is wonderful for that root chakra healing. And also just really being in the moment and feeling what you feel. You can also do a journaling exercise where you are tapping into how you're feeling. So say you're feeling, a little anxious about something. Type out, write out what you're feeling anxious about, how it's making you feel and how it's showing up in your body. And then you can try to recollect all the times that you have felt that and start to go back further and further. And you will notice that you may have started feeling these types of emotions when you were in your youth. So that's a great way to just bring awareness to it. Sometimes just that awareness is enough to just really be able to acknowledge it, release it, and forgive it. So that was card number 1. It was core healing. If you have questions or want to add to that, please feel free to drop a comment below. And we are going to go over to card number 2. So if you selected card number 2, this is your message. It is shape shift. I love this purple color. So I'm going to give you a moment, tap into your intuition, look at the colors. What feelings does it evoke? What messages are kind of coming to you right now? All right. So shapeshift. It is the shaman who explores the spirit world and other dimensions of reality for wisdom and insight. In the ancient days, when humans were more connected to the spiritual essence of Mother Nature, this was a common, valuable practice. He or she could shapeshift from one form to another and journey that way, or communicate with those seen and unseen spirits and animals. These are journeys into the professed unknown forces of creation. By choosing this medicine card, you are asked as a dreamer or a seer to open up the possibilities of perception unlimited by your rational mind. With intention, you can shapeshift your reality to create something more meaningful. You can begin to shapeshift yourself out of rigid patterns that have been limiting you, rebuild yourself free from all karmic conditioning and past history. Begin to shift the collective dream that is causing disharmony in your world. Open to a path of your heart, perhaps partaking in the union of opposites and transcending the lessons of duality. You can do this as a modern age mystic. So, what I love about this card is it's talking about you're not limited to where you are right now. If you want more for yourself, the sky is the limit. There are so many different possibilities. So, it's saying you can begin to shapeshift yourself out of rigid patterns that have limited you. This is a great opportunity for you to take a look and see what has been limiting you. Has it been toxic people? Has it been negative patterns and habits? Has it been that negative mindset that's been holding you back? This is a great time for introspection. Tap into your intuition, sit with it, and see what's coming up for you. What, sorry, what is coming up for you right now? What do you feel that is holding you back? All of the answers that you need are within you. So, this is a great time for introspection, tap into that intuition, and really pinpoint the things, the people, or whatever it may be that may be holding you back right now. So, once you bring your awareness to what that is, it says that you can rebuild yourself free from karma conditioning and past history. So I invite you, after you have pinpointed whatever it is that's holding you back, and it could be more than one thing, it could be multiple of things, or it could just be one thing. Whenever you pinpoint whatever you feel is holding you back from living your best life, that is the step forward for you to really sit down and say, okay, how can I move forward from this? So, say it's a toxic habit. How can I start to cut that toxic habit, whether it's like excessive drinking or eating bad food? How can I start to cut that out every single day and until it gets to the point where it's no longer having that hold or effect on me? So if you're trying to cut out drinking, then maybe try to substitute it with something else, like, like a seltzer water or something. Or, instead of having 2 drinks a night, start to cut back to one and then just kind of taper yourself off. Remember, change does not happen overnight. It is a journey, it's a process, and it may not be like, like this. It could go like a roller coaster and like all the craziness. But once you bring your awareness to what is holding you back, you can start to eliminate what is not in the highest power and service for you. And that's when you're able to, as it says, rebuild yourself free from that. So those are your messages. If you have any questions or you want to add anything to that, or you got some really powerful insights, please feel free to leave a comment below. But these were both really beautiful. The cards were just so wonderful. And maybe you were even drawn to both, and that's okay. But they were just really beautiful cards. And keep in mind, when you sit with the intention, then that's when all of the possibilities can happen. Thank you so much for your time, and I will see you on the next energy reading. Bye.